Welcome to another edition of High on Anime. James Gunn DCU debuted with Creature Commandos. The show has been renewed for season 2, but that's the future. This is the present. And season 1 only has 7 episodes. I can't put over 7 because my microphone is being held in my hand, but yeah, 7 episodes, but they were all hitters in their own way. And unlike my usual summary of many episodes in one arc, we will focus on each episode individually, giving them their own time to shine. Without further ado, Creature Commandos is packed. Waller has the lighter this time. Let's get high.
Just seeing it is enough to give me the collywobbles. You're right, Ilana.
We begin with Amazonian Cersei, played by Anya Shalotra, leading the sons of Themyscira into Pokolistan. Rick Flag Sr., played by Frank Grillo, and if you don't Frank, he played Crossbones in Marvel's Avengers Civil War. Great movie, by the way. Watches with Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis, who's we seen in past Suicide Squad films. Waller explains to Flag that the U.S. must protect Pokolistan due to the oil in the country's soil. Rhyming accidentally. At the end of Peacemaker, Waller's daughter told the U.S. about the Task Force X, forcing Congress to ban human task force squads. So, you know what Waller does? Waller does the opposite. We don't need humans. We're going to do monsters. She introduces the team. The Bride, played by Indira Varma. G.I. Robot and Weasel, played by Sean Gunn. Dr. Phosphorus, played by Alan Tudyk. And Nina Mazursky, played by Zoe Chow. Led by Flag, they head to Pokolistan. Turns out the Bride is actually from there, so this episode is about her, as you can tell. We meet Princess Alana, played by Maria Bakalova. And she gives me the collywobbles. I'm talking about like, whew. What Frank said.
Oh.
It's been 2 years since the events of the Suicide Squad film, where Rick Flag Jr. died, and it weighs on Senior a lot. The princess tried to put the moves on Flag, but he denies her first attempt. Let's remember that, first attempt. But he's a better man than me, let's just say that. Nina notices the Bride leaving and follows. Dr. Phosphorus tries to steal the device that controlled their mind chips. He fails miserably. The Bride arrives at her birthplace. An old lady spots her and she calls Frankenstein, played by David Harbour.
God, is he pissing? He's pissing! Son of a bitch! God, it's on my leg! Look at the satisfied look on his face. No one thought to take him out for a walk after a long trip?
You better not be looking at me right now.
Break paper.
Yes, tear it off. Open the box.
We flash back to 1831, when the Bride was born. We meet Dr. Frankenstein.
Please. Everything is fine. These are for you.
The Bride was afraid of Frankenstein. Back to the present. The Bride is looking for a tourmaline necklace that the doctor gave her. Meanwhile, the sons of Themyscira are on to their location. Also, Flag.
General Flug?
Yeah. Why?
Because you should be informed that 2 of your teammates have left the grounds.
Yeah, he's, in there. Maybe you should just give him 30 seconds. I mean, you've seen the princess. I don't know how he could hold out for more than 30 seconds to you. You got a point, Wheeze. He's an older guy. Probably has a lot of experience. Give him a full minute.
That's my boy. In the flashback sequence, Victor is getting too intimate with his son's bride. Cersei arrives and the Bride holds her own until Cersei remembers she has magic. and turns the bride's arms into
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Also, Dr. Victor fucks the bride. Frankenstein sees and kills him, of course. I mean, why the fuck wouldn't you? That's fucking disgusting. You're fucking disgusting.
Sorry. Go. Fuck. Yourself.
Cheers to the Tin Man!
We flash back to a World War II mission with Easy Company. G.I. Robot kills a bunch of Nazis. Of course he does. Back to the present, Flag leads the team to retrieve Nina and Bride. We meet Dr. William Madness, who is studying G.I. for research. If you don't know, he would be very important in the DCU because he made the atomics. Here we learn he was made in 1943 and he wishes to reunite with Easy Company and kill Nazis with them. Cersei leads an attack against the castle and we flash back again. This time G.I. is bought by Sam and he adds him to his military correction. All seem well until you take a Nazi killing robot into a white supremacist convention. And this happens.
Get ready to die, Nazis!
G.I.?
No!
Flag tells G.I. it's time to kill some Nazis, and he does that until Cersei destroys him. Cheers to the Tin Man. She also almost kills Alana until Weasel stopped her. Remember that moment because it's going to come back in the future. Weasel's a bitch.
Friend, Nina, we fought Nazis together, you and I. Oh, what a beautiful day. Cheers for the timber.
I wonder what he's dreaming about.
Probably just chasing squirrels.
My favorite episode of this season. John returns from Peacemaker, still needs a cane after breaking his leg in that show. Elizabeth Banks sees John Doe, the Weasel. Yes, his name is John Doe. She is his attorney and is trying to prove his innocence. Frankenstein spies from afar and is on the hunt for Flag. Cersei shows Waller a possible future where Alana rules the world. Dr. Ellie McPherson confirms Cersei is clairvoyant. The bride is leading the team back to Pokolistan to kill the princess. Frankenstein flies Flag, they scuffle and eventually agree to work together. Another flashback to Weasel playing with kids, but he is spotted by an old man who reads the situation all wrong. He calls the cops. The children playing in the basement accidentally started a fire. The old man's arrived with a shotgun. He shoots at Weasel, hitting the gas tank and causing a major explosion. Most of the kids are dead except for one. Weasel tried to save the kid, but the cops thwarted him. And this scene should explain the rest.
I wonder what he's dreaming about.
Probably just chasing squirrels.
Your mobility is improving, I see.
Why do you not look at me when you speak? It is disrespectful.
My eyes do not work, Eric.
You are blind? If I were blind, I would kill myself.
Oh.
The beauty of my bride. That is what keeps me going.
Dr. McPherson is acting strange as Flag and Frankenstein spy on her. We flash back to after Frankenstein survived the fire. He was found by a blind gypsy woman named Bagana. Yeah, she does gypsy shit. Who tries to teach him the true beauty, but it fails. The real McPherson is dead, convincing Flad that Cersei lied about that future. He warns the princess. Clayface is introduced and hospitalizes Flagg. Frankenstein defeats him by electrocution. The team is separated as the princess is on the hunt for them. Episode ends with Frankenstein killing Banganda with an iron pot. It was pretty brutal. Pretty brutal.
Please, Eric, don't leave. I don't want to be alone.
I would never let you be alone, Bogdana.
We fast back to Alex Falcerus escaping a van. Back in the present, Nina and the bride went into Gal parlor. Oh yeah, that type of parlor. Another flashback to when Alex and his wife arguing about how he gets his fun from mob boss Rupert Thorne. Next thing you know, his wife and child are dead, and Rupert makes him put his hands in their blood. Ugh. Weasel runs into some wolves and has a great time. The Crack Brothers arrives. Yes, the Crack Brothers arrives in the parlor. We see Dr. Foster's origin and time in Gotham. In the present, he meets a little girl who calls him her skeleton friend, her Priatel Skelet. The Crack Brothers are killed by the bride because they were sexually harassing some women, which is not cool. Weasel wants to save Alana as he sees her as that little girl who died in that fire. Frankenstein is arriving from Kolistan. The team reunite and headed to slay a princess.
Shish kebab!
You're funny. A very funny monster.
We flashback. So many fucking flashback, Gunn. Jesus Christ. We flash back to Nina's birth. She was born with lungs outside her body. We found out Alana met with Clayface 2 days before. Frankenstein arrives and gets shots immediately. Nina's mom, left Nina as a baby. Dr. Mazursi, Nina's dad, changed his daughter's DNA, which is why she can only breathe water. Nina was bullied in school and leaves home. She found out she was found and her dad rushed to be by her side. But typical ass cop behavior. I'm just gonna show you the scene.
Sir, step back. Let her go! Sir, put your hands in the air!
Nina, you were never a burden.
Step back now!
You were the greatest gift.
Alana goes for a swim, and it's up to Nina to kill her. Waller arrives at McPherson's house and calls off the attack. Weasel warns the princess she is in danger, and she uses that to gain the upper hand and kill Nina. All is well until the bride heads towards the princess room. She tells Alana that she sees right through her charade. She seduces Flagg, then suggests to kill Cersei. She hires Clayface to discredit McPherson, but we're not killing her for that. No, the bride kills Alana because she took her best friend's life. We meet the new members: updated GI Robot, King Shark, Nosferatu, and Callus. And that's the end of Creature Commandos Season 1.
Shish kebab!
And that was my recap on Creature Commandos Season 1. Gunn made a mark with his first DCU content, but I know most people think Superman is the real star of the DCU. I like everything about the show. Maybe there was too many flashbacks, but they were all necessary for us to get a better understanding of these characters. And when we go into Season 2, it should be straight action from here on out. My rating is 5 out of 5 stars. Let me know your thoughts on Creature Commandos. And if you haven't watched it yet, this is definitely one I would recommend. It's only 7 episodes. You can just hit a quick binge session and get on about your day. Speaking of sessions, I'm Frederikus Perry, and this session is over.
Shish kebab!